Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, Let me introduce myself. My name is Daffa Triyawan, and I'm from Class 3A. And my NPM is 1200600022. So today, and I will explain about the impacts of plastic use, because this impacts is really negatively in our earth actually, and it's not a good thing to having a bad habits of plastic uses. So today I will explain some impacts and some what's just happened, what just really happened in our earth about the plastics, about the plastic uses. And so let's start the material. So the plastics pollutions can alter habitats and natural process, reductions, ecosystems, ability to adapt to climate change, directly affecting millions of people's livelihoods, food productions, capabilities, and social well-being. Now, since plastic is composed of major toxic pollutions, it can cause significant harm to the environment through air, water, and land pollution. Plastic pollution occurs when plastic has gathered in an area and has begun to negatively impact the natural environment, creating problems for plants, wildlife, and even the human populations. Often this includes killing plant life and posing dangers to local animals. So as you guys see in this first slide, so the impact of the plastic is really bad, and it can affecting to millions of livelihoods, food productions, capability, and social well-being. So it's a really bad uh, habits for the first is for the human. We people always using the plastic bags to buy food or going to the grocery stores. And yeah, when you already buying about with the plastics, and you just throwing out, you just throwing up away, it's just gonna be creating a problems for the earth, for the dirt to maybe a kind of plants. It can making the population, because it's hard to reduce, it's hard to recycle by itself, because this plastic is a really major toxic pollutions, so it's hard to recycle by itself. So we go to the negative effect. So the first negative effect of plastic is, first is air pollution. What is air pollution? Is the primary impact of plastic pollution, especially when plastic burns. Burning of plastic products release harmful toxins in the water that pollutes the atmosphere. When the organism breathe in contaminated air, they easily prone to various health issues like respiration problem. So in this case, is the air pollution is really bad, really bad pollution here, because it can impact the atmosphere. When you when you should be breathe fresh air, but it's not, because the air is already contaminated, uh, by the plastic pollution, so it can be kind of toxic, so it's a very dangerous for your health, actually, of course, for your health. Yeah, maybe you can get dying uh, because the air is already having a contaminations. So, and the second is impact of the groundwater. Water conservation is a big concern for the whole world. All the countries are worried to think about the contamination of groundwater. Groundwater is a principal source of water for the organisms. So in this case, groundwater is water that you always using before you taking a bath, and maybe you drinks or everything. So it has an impact. It has an impact to the water because the plastic cannot recycle by itself, so it make contaminations through the groundwater. So yeah, it's really dangerous too, because the principal source of water for the organism is really dangerous. So the third is plastic causes land pollutions. Massive garbage in the dumping zones. It contains various hazardous contaminants that seep into the soil, causing land pollution. These harmful toxins decrease the quality of soil by reducing the level of nutrition found in the soil. So this one is a plastic. So the plastic can be contamination of land pollution. So when you live in the one land in one country, and there's so much of the dumping of the garbage or the trash, uh, it's stocking in your area, in your zone, and maybe some government just gonna burn the dumping, burn the garbage or anything. It can be affected to the toxin air, so it's make pollutions to the air, and same as the before. It's really bad for your health and for your life, actually. And it can affect to your soil production too. So in the fourth is plastic kills. Why is plastic kills? Plastic pollution is a very dangerous situation that what we think about it. It only increases the number of landfills and accumulation in the seabeds. Instead, is killing the life on the earth. Thousands of animal species are affected by plastic pollution. Whether it is land or water animal, the manufacturing of plastic products includes various chemicals and toxins that contaminate the environment over a while when dumped. So it's a harmful effect of plastic. The littering of plastic in an open space creates unhygienic conditions as it acts as a breeding grounds for insects and mosquitoes that cause diseases like the malaria and dengue. Plastic do not undergo degradation, they stay in the soil for many years, which affects soil fertility and degrades the soil quality. When the plastic artifacts enter the drainage and sewerage system, they block the pipes and the drains, causing waterlogging. And the improper dispose of food bags when eaten by animals cause stomach and essentials-related disease, which even lead to the suffocation and death. So, so it's the way to manage your plastic waste in your daily life. So the first is reduce. I mean, sorry. We can reduce the use of plastic bags and carry jute bags and paper bags to the carry item for the market. And we can reduce the use of plastic containers for storing food and other items and use more durable materials like metal. We can avoid using takeaway food containers. And number two is reuse. We can use discarded bottles and jars to store food items and water. We can also reuse plastic bags whenever possible, keeping safety and hygiene in mind. So the number three is we can give the old plastic chairs and jars for recycle and support the cause by using recycled items. We can try using recyclable plastic bags whenever possible and using proper disposal techniques for e.g. spreading the biodegradable items and biodegradable items and disposing of them accordingly. Biodegradable items can be used for composting and composting, whereas non-biodegradable items can be disposed of the dustbin for recycle or incineration. And how to reduce plastic use? Ways is to avoid unnecessary and single-use plastic, support business who are reducing plastic waste and reusing existing plastic, so not to disposable plastic cutlery, plastic straws and other single-use plastics. Avoid plastics that cannot be recycled if other alternatives exist. Plastic has transformed our everyday lives, but the volume of plastic and its long lifespan makes it one of your biggest waste problems. We all have a role to play in tackling our plastic problems, and the National Plastic Plan sets all how we can do it as consumer. You can make a big impact by making small changes to how you use plastic. So stop using the plastic and start to save our earth right now. So I hope my explanation about the impact of the plastic use is really informative and useful for you all. Thank you for watching. Bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.